How would you like to run your own business? To be able to work in an area that you're passionate about, to have the freedom to work when and where you like, to be your own boss, and to build an asset of real value for your future. While studies show that around 40% of employees hope to own a business, and that number gets even higher the younger they get, very few actually do. In fact, less than 5% have started a business in the past few years. What does this huge difference come from? Why do so few people actually do it? Is it that starting a business sounds like a nice idea, but people don't think it'll really be that great? Research and my personal experience has shown that this is not the case. The reason we mentioned before, loving what you do, having freedom, being your own boss, and building a legacy of sorts, are dreams for many people. So what's the real reason? Why do so few people actually start businesses? In a word, it's fear. Fear of failing, fear of going broke, fear of starving even. Just the fear of uncertainty stops most of these dreams before they even begin. Hi, my name's Steve Buller, and I help people become entrepreneurs. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share how you can overcome these fears and learn how to achieve your dream. I'm also going to share with you why starting your own business is actually more secure than a job, the biggest mistakes that people make when trying to start a business, and the simple, proven system to get your first business up and running. To give you a better idea of who I work with, most of them fall into one of three categories. What I call entrepreneurs with an idea, first-time business owners who want to do it right, and startups that are lacking the right strategy and infrastructure. The best thing about what I do is that even though individuals and businesses can differ, and they do, with my experience helping tons of people, I know the common factors that set people up for success right out of the gates. You bring the passion, I bring the know-how. Now in the intro, we talked about how so many people want to start businesses, but so few actually do. So what separates the people who actually do it and do it successfully? That's important. Three things. They overcome these fears with the fear of regret. The regret of not even going after their dreams, not even trying. This is something, in my opinion, that we should all really be afraid of. They also see failure as a learning opportunity instead of a reason to quit. And they take the right steps in the right order to build a profitable business. If you're still watching this video, then I know you're capable of the first two. And the good news is that you can learn the third one. Just like you learn to be an employee or other things you've done in life, you can learn to be an entrepreneur. The even better news is that it won't take another 18 years of education, and it's actually more secure than a job. The old mantra was go to school, get good grades, get a good job, and retire happily ever after. This doesn't work anymore, at least not for a lot of people. But why is this? First off, 66% of younger people don't have a college degree. This is because tuition has increased over 100% in the past 20 years. For those that do get a degree, it no longer guarantees a job like it once did. The unemployment and underemployment rate for these people is 18.2%. As competition increases, longer hours and less work-life balance makes it harder to find a, quote, good job. Inflation-adjusted wages are lower than they were in 2000. And with the all but extinct pensions, having a happy retirement has become one of the biggest fears of Americans and others throughout the world. But let's assume you're one of the people who has solved all of these problems. It's still likely that your sole source of income is from your employer. If that were to stop for any reason, you may be in trouble. Sure, there's unemployment or welfare, but the future of these programs is uncertain also. Social Security is bankrupt, and the Fed is constantly printing money, so stocks and other paper investments are also uncertain. The future of the U.S. economy as a whole is uncertain. We're taught to diversify our investments. But why not our income? Billionaire investor Warren Buffett advises people to develop multiple streams of income, and a business does this perfectly. A business has multiple customers, services, products, and other ways to diversify its income. On top of that, you can start and prove the concept while you still have your job. This way, no single change can be a devastating hit to your income. Now, let's talk about the biggest mistake people make when trying to start a business. And the best way I can explain this is by using a farm as a business example. If you know that people love purple tomatoes, then growing some to sell would be a great idea. But do you know how to grow purple tomatoes? Do you have the land? Is anyone already doing this? Do you have the time frame? Do you know how long it'll take to get a return on your investment? How will you support the farm until then? Do you know what time of year to plant? What licenses or permits do you need? What legal or tax issues might you run into? The list goes on and on and on. If you're passionate about tomatoes, then you could sell them. But all these details can be intimidating to think about or damaging to not. Now, I want you to pause for just a moment and really let this next point sink in, because it's a big one and it's contrary to all the hype in the media and what everyone talks about. Most people try to come up with the next big app or breakthrough technology that they can sell for $1 billion to Google or whoever. So they spend all their time thinking of the perfect idea, but they never do anything. In reality, you don't need a new idea. You just need two things. Those two things are passion and knowledge in a specific area, and a system to turn that passion into a business. Because it comes down to this. If you could come up with a mousetrap that is 1% better than what everyone else is using right now, and get it in front of people, you would have a successful business. Then, as your experience and knowledge evolves, you can innovate. You can come up with those ideas. You can create that perfect idea. So let's get down to exactly how you can get your first business up and running. The two biggest roadblocks to starting a new business are money and knowledge. The first one can be solved by either starting a business that requires very little capital, like consulting, or by leveraging a good business plan to get a hold of what Robert Kiyosaki, one of my favorite authors, lovingly calls OPM, or other people's money. The second one can be solved by either investing in a lot more education or by partnering with someone who already has it. And that's where I come in. My passion is helping people like you turn their dreams into a reality by partnering and educating to create a successful business. When you have a partner who can put you on the right path and help you over, under, and around all obstacles, you and your business can run as far and as fast as you want. So what does this system look like? A successful startup doesn't require the fanciest business plan or the sexiest product. It needs what is referred to as the 4 Ps of marketing: product, pricing, promotion, and placement. When these 4 align, your business develops the right kind of problem, and that's keeping up with its growth. But you need the right system in place to see these results. As I mentioned, you can do this the hard way by trial and error, but my experience is that few people have the time, money, or even desire to do this. Instead, you can take the shortcut, partner with an expert, and get the results in a fraction of the time. And that's what I help people do. At this point, you may be thinking, so how do I get a partner to help me start my business on the right track and really put the pedal to the metal? This is perfect if you want a strategy that'll work, step-by-step help so you prioritize things correctly, and ongoing help to ensure you keep moving forward. Right now, I'm looking for a few dream clients. People that I can help get these massive results and make their dreams a reality. That's why, for a limited time, I'd like to work with you in a business strategy session if you meet the criteria below. See, I work with clients who are ready to start now. They have an abundance mentality. They're willing to accept advice from an expert. And they want to learn how the pieces fit in their business so they can run it effectively. So here's how the process works. We'll focus on a custom strategy to help you solve the two biggest problems that most new businesses face. The first is vetting the idea or concept to ensure there's a marketplace for it. And second, creating a process and infrastructure so the business almost runs itself. This strategy session will take about 20 minutes. You'll speak with me personally, and I'll help you identify what you've already got and help you put together a strategy to make this intangible dream into a reality, all the while preparing you for fewer headaches and more profit than the average entrepreneur. So who specifically is this for? It's for people who want to start or grow a business. Typically, they're currently full-time employees who have had enough of the corporate world, or it's for people who know what they want to do, but they don't know how. It's for people who truly value, above all else, delivering on their promise and improving others' lives. And people who understand that they need to invest some time and money to build their business the right way. On the other side, who's this not for? People who are closed-minded. You must be able to change your way of thinking and take direction to be successful. People who aren't willing to put in hard work to get results, or they expect someone else to do everything for them. People who are perpetually gathering information and never ready to take any actual action. Or anyone not serious about building a business that starts making money within 3 months. Knowing that we're a good fit is critical because I want my clients to get these amazing results so they want to work with me for the long term. Once your business is up and running, that's when the real fun begins. But the truth is, I can't help everyone. And if that's the case, I'm going to be 100% honest with you and do my best to either suggest an alternative course you could take or maybe find somebody else. I'm only looking for people who are a good fit, and I'm confident I can get these results. The first step is to complete the application on the next page for a private strategy session. This application is necessary to determine two things. First, that I can help you and that I'm the best person to get you the results you want. And second, that you're ready to commit, take action, and do the required work to get those results. Once I receive your application, you'll be able to schedule time with me to conduct our strategy session, and we'll work together right away to understand, what you really want and how we can make it happen as quickly as possible. At the end of the call, one of two things will happen. Either we're a fit, awesome, and I'll invite you to work with me as one of my clients. Or we're not, and that is totally okay too. There's no obligation to do anything. Either way, you'll get an insanely valuable strategy session and walk away with a newfound clarity about where you are right now, where you want to go, and what's holding you back from achieving the results you want. That, mixed with the exact next steps necessary to take action and break through your barriers, will make this strategy session possibly the most valuable 20-minute investment you make in yourself this year. I enjoy this quote from Francois Goutier that says, "More important than the quest for certainty is the quest for clarity." So complete your application now, find that clarity, and I hope we're a good fit to work together. Now, this is a limited opportunity because of the intense one-on-one time required to provide you with the results you want. Out of every 100 people or so that apply, I'll only take 5 clients at a time, because as I said, I only work with people that I know I can get results for. That being said, please understand this window of opportunity will close. Plus, I've found that those individuals who make decisions and act quickly are the most likely to get results. And these are the people who become my best clients. So if you feel like this is right for you, please apply right now to see if you qualify, and then schedule your time.